successful guy.
Right, and they, high-level military. I've had people from, organizations that aren't even listed, black ops stuff, come to me for broken bones. I had people, when I had my clinic, CIA, FBI training facilities that would come to me for high-tech treatments when they, broke their arm. They needed to heal it within a certain, 2 weeks or whatever. So, no, they know. The high-level officials, they know where to go, and it's not the hospital. I mean, they know that they know what's going on with the medical system. They know what's going on with the pharmaceuticals. They know now if they have some sort of a lot of times with acute injuries, emergency situations, our hospitals.
Anyways, I was rude. That's a great point. But
anyway.
Caller, what was your other point? I apologize.
Yes, I have a specific question for Dr. Group. Actually, two questions. Dr. Group, I have my family oil of oregano. In fact, I just placed another order for Survival Shield today, and colloidal silver at 240 parts per million. I've got boys, elementary school age, and, of course, my wife and I. Can you make a recommendation as to what dosage amount I should be giving my family of those three items in preparation for something so virulent as Ebola? And also, second question, I've heard the N95 mask won't protect us from Ebola, so what should we be using as a mask?
Well, that's the million-dollar question right there.
They have a recommended mask. I forget the name of it. It's one with a bubble over your face.
Yeah, it's a biological filtration mask, and from what I've heard, there's some people are selling on eBay and Amazon. You might be able to pick some up there. Some of the military-style masks. Do I think is that really going to protect you? I think it's going to be better to get in a forest somewhere where there's high oxygen levels that the virus can't survive. As far as your questions about dosages. I'm not really allowed to talk about dosages, but one thing I do for oregano oil that I've found really kicks in your immune system is about 9 drops 3 times a day.
9 drops 3 times a day. Thank you so much, Evan. We're going to come back and take a few more calls on Overdrive.
Visit
I want to thank all of our affiliates and sponsors and listeners and the good Lord above and the crew.
In the near future.
When you realize how fake it all is, the football, the basketball.
Alert. Security alert. This is Homeland Security. Analysis. InfoWars building independent media operations.
We let the worst people get control and tell us that we are the ones responsible.
Prime Directive. Discredit Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
A popular conspiracy theory talk show called InfoWars.
Alex Jones is now in an Austin jail.
These people are assaulting us.
Targeting of patriots engaged.
They are never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them.
Block free iPhone app at Infowars.com. Block free podcast and video feed. Imperative. Destroy Prison Planet TV.
You gotta set your eye on the enemy, not worry about what propaganda they put out. Intellectually, it's begun and you can feel it.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
And now,
live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
with Dr. Group, Martin Armstrong warns a Mad Max event is possible. We have a great convergence coming. Zero Hedge at Infowars.com right now. And we can punch that article up on screen for folks. Jam in a few final calls. Quick question, Lucy. Thanks for holding her on the air with Dr. Group. All right. Lucy's gone. Let's talk to Carolyn in Tennessee. You're on the air, retired nurse.
Yeah. Hi, Alex.
Hi.
Can you hear me on my speaker? I can change to non-speaker.
Well, whatever. Just go ahead.
Oh, you can hear me? Okay. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a room 2 or 3 days, and then after that they tell me the patient's got tuberculosis and we need to use a mask. the people don't have to be admitted with a diagnosis of Ebola. They could be admitted with a diagnosis of something else.
Yes.
Nurses are going to be going in and out of those hospitals and taking that with them. And then I'm wondering, they don't like it when we call in sick. They don't like it one little bit. So they're going to want you to come in anyway. And so you're coming in and out. Now, when it gets really bad, are they going to start forcing the nurses and the other staff to stay in that hospital? Are they going to say, no, you can't leave?
They will definitely require the healthcare workers to get vaccinated with the new Ebola vaccine. There's no doubt about that. I mean, but the thing is that you bring up a good point, because that's another subject we talked about at these meetings I was at this week. There are healthcare workers, registered nurses, everybody in the hospital that have been calling for training. They feel like they're not being trained. They haven't been trained on how to deal with this, how to protect themselves, how to deal with potential patients that are coming in, and they're calling the CDC and getting together and trying to round up training, because here you have the potential for a pandemic, and you have healthcare workers. First of all, like we said, 4 hospitals which are really, trained to handle this type of thing. And now you have all these healthcare workers all over the United States and all over the world that haven't been trained on how to handle.
Well, here's another point. It just hit me. If they'd have shut down flights from West Africa a month and a half ago like England did in France, this guy would never have got here. Right. I mean, it just shows they know the default position would have stopped this, but they don't care. The question is why. God bless you, man. Appreciate your call. Only got time for one more. Jennifer, sorry to Dave and Bill. Let's go ahead. Well, I might get to Dave, too, but Jennifer, real fast. Go ahead.
My question was Dr. Group's thought on diatomaceous earth.
Diatomaceous earth is great. I've used it for as long as I can remember. I've given it to my pets. It helps. I've never given my pets any type of heartworm medication or anything like that.
That's the skeletons of diatoms.
Yes. Now, it's just important on where you get it. I use Permagard. I mean, they're OMRI listed. It's a good company. And, yes, I have used it internally. It's great for specifically worms, but it also helps clean out your system.
All right, got to jump real fast. Thank you. Dave in Florida. Last caller. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. I hope you're doing well. It seems you're doing well. I have a question for Dr. Edward Group first regarding the super male vitality. If you can just give me a quick, maybe one paragraph explanation on why a young male like myself at 25 would be interested or should be interested in taking a supplement like this.
Well, there's so many estrogen mimickers out there already that you may not know. I mean, you won't know till you take it. But I would challenge you to get some. It supports the broadcast regardless. And I just took some more when you mentioned it. Because let me tell you, I notice it when I don't take it, especially in the morning. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dr. Grimm.
It just really depends on what you're exposed to and what you have been exposed to for your whole life. We start really seeing a hormone decrease in men right around 25 to 28 years old. You start seeing your testosterone levels go down, DHEA levels go down, your growth hormone levels go down. So, and at the same time, we're exposed to all these phytoestrogens, and we're in an estrogen-dominant age.
Hey, sorry, out of time. Dr. Group, thanks for spending 2 hours with us. Great job with the crew. If you want, welcome on the Nightly News tonight, 7 o'clock. But thank you so much for your time. Pray for America, pray for Africa, pray for the world, for peace, and for this Ebola epidemic to stop. God bless you all.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel